Hafa day, everyone. I'm Nestor LeConte with the Pacific Daily News. Here are our top stories from the PDN newsroom. Vacancies and conflicts of interest at the Civil Service Commission leave two former Government of Guam employees who have been fighting their terminations for years with no choice but to take their cases to court. Both men were fired over 2 years ago and now have their respective appeals stuck in limbo. Former Department of Corrections Officer Joseph Sakisat and former Office of Civil Defense Planner Leo Rustam Espia are in the same boat, according to Robert Koss of the Guam Federation of Teachers, representing both of the former GovGuam employees. There are only 4 commissioners at the Civil Service Commission, the minimum number of commissioners to make a quorum or to vote out a judgment. CSC Chairman Juan Calvo has recused himself from both appeals due to separate conflicts of interest in each matter. With Calvo out, the 3 other commissioners wouldn't be able to reach judgment in either Sakisat or Sepia's case. In other news, Speaker Therese Terlahi is promising a $9 million appropriation for the Chamorro Land Trust Commission Survey and Infrastructure Fund, which would help extend power and water infrastructure into leased land trust property. A lack of government funding for infrastructure has been a major reason why only about 125 homes have been built out of the 2,900 land trust leases issued since 1995. Terlahi's newly introduced Bill 31537 seeks to appropriate $9 million to the CLTC Survey and Infrastructure Fund using so-called fiscal 2024 excess general fund revenue, or revenue collected in excess of the adopted budget levels. The Speaker said the CLT Survey and Infrastructure Fund is currently underfunded, which impacts CLTC's ability to fulfill its mandate effectively. This fund is designed for critical services, including the surveying, mapping, and development of infrastructure such as access roads, water, and power utilities. Guam now has a record number of 5,508 skilled foreign laborers with federal H-2B visas, and it's likely to grow even further, said Greg Massey, the administrator of the Guam Department of Labor's Alien Labor Processing and Certification Division. Labor records as of June 3 show that 5,490, or more than 98% of the workers, are from the Philippines, with a handful of the rest coming from 10 other countries such as Thailand, Turkey, and Korea. By comparison, going back to the 1990s and 2000s, the highest number of H-2B workers recorded in a single month was in June 1995 with 3,081, according to Massey. Guam first surpassed that in September 2022 and continues to set new records as the workers pour in. The volume, Massey says, is heavy and will continue well into 2030. In other news, the University of Guam revenues dropped while expenses went up in fiscal 2023 versus 2022, according to a newly released financial report that also noted UOG did not comply with major federal program requirements by charging inappropriate costs and not showing proof it regularly verifies vendors that may have been suspended or debarred. Overall, UOG received unmodified or clean opinions on its fiscal 2023 financial statements. That's according to a report from independent auditors Ernst & Young. The report, released by the Office of Public Accountability on Sunday, said UOG's total revenues decreased by $5.4 million, or from $118.3 million in fiscal 2022 to $112.9 million in 2023. Despite the drop in grants and contracts by $11.4 million to $53.5 million in 2023, UOG continues to experience remarkable levels of grant activity, according to the report. For more on these stories, go to GuamPDN.com and follow us on social media.